most certainly they have proved themselves to be time and time again a heavyweight within the advanced portion and beyond in CSGO. So seeing them in the arena for Valorant Sunday Showdown today, oh man, oh me, oh my, I'm excited to see what they can put in the stage. Good aim, I'm expected to see from Recon 5 as much as Genji Bumble though. Let's give a bit of a breakdown, Dilly. What are we looking at for the squad over there?
Genji Team Bumble has been really exciting to watch in other competitions. I do think this is actually the first time we're getting to see them here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown, which is really exciting. But this is a team that's definitely on everyone's radar, not just in terms of female teams, but in terms of Valorant teams all over. This is a team that is very, very competitive and definitely already early on. Recon 5 have a strong hurdle in their way. That being said, this is a really strong roster from the side of Recon 5. Lots of names you'll be familiar with if you've tuned into the Valorant Sunday Showdown previously, and a name that we haven't gotten to see for quite some time. It's Verdi representing Recon 5 here today in the Valorant Sunday Showdown. Duelist extraordinaire, although I don't think it'll be limited to just duelists today, but is picking up the raise for this first match. So will be really exciting to see as we take a look at our first map of the day. It is the unofficial home of the Valorant Sunday Showdown. We're taking it on over to Ascent.
Yeah, we've talked about Ascent many times for that sort of best of one scenario in the group stages, and Ascent, I think it brings, or it forces players to bring that A game. I think there's something about it. Maybe we should ask the players on the post-match interview at some point, some food for thought for production, but yeah, Ascent, ever so popular for those BO1s, and yet again, we are faced with it in front of us today for this Sunday. Hope you're doing well so far. If you're looking for some Valorant action, well, you've arrived at the right place, and strap yourselves in. It's going to be a ride.
We are wasting no time getting right into it here in this pistol round. It is Genji starting out on defense here on Ascent, holding back. You do see Teray holding down trees here, but the action does look like it's going to be headed over towards B site. Verdi pushing through market already. This is a great amount of real estate for Recon 5 to establish themselves, and Genji are just going to have to regroup for the retake.
Yeah, Recon 5 came through like a flurry there, didn't they? Like a moving storm, and that storm front is going to have full control of B side, not even contested.
And the spike is down with not much damage traded between the two teams here. Hannah pushing through the CT corridor, does have backup as well. Recon 5 fully fortified on site, all 5 members. And here comes the push from Recon 5. T-Dog pushed up so close in this dark cover. It's going to be Verdi getting the first kill onto Hannah. Lily trying to find the revenge on Highway. Here comes the push. Evil takes down Stephanie. Verdi takes down Lily for the double kill. Recon 5 staying perfect, but here comes Carly on the double kill. It's not over yet. Evil doing what they can, dashes away, now takes the fight.
Yes, please.
Evil with the triple kill, and that was a dicey first round to get the day started.
Oh man, I talked about this before and I'll say it again. Within Caster, you get that goosebump, you get that rush of, whoo, this is going to be a good one. As I say right now, sheesh. That was a sheesh moment. Excellent play there from Evolve. That 3K, that was delightful to watch. And this really bodes well for an excellent set of games here today. For Recon 5 to start off on that note, man, you got me feeling good.
Absolutely, and you have to imagine though, Recon 5, despite taking that round, it wasn't as clean as they would have liked, and you see them investing into a bit more firepower here in the second round, wanting to buy themselves a bit more insurance against some sort of thrifty shenanigans here, and Recon 5 wasting no time, taking the aggression over to A site.
As they go in, Astra trying to put down as much as they can. The Novaball's coming through, doing everything they can. The garage door getting close to wall, but oh my god, the weapons, they're too much indeed. 2 players are alive. KJ and a lonely Astra. Hannah trying to get a pick or 2 from heaven would be nice. Snag a weapon, dip out maybe, but that classic's looking awfully lonely. Oh, through the smoke with a Phantom. Oh boy, flawless.
That extra investment there for Recon 5 for the Phantom on Verdi. A great call as Verdi able to pick up the double kill. We touched on Verdi before this match got started, and for good reason, already leading the way with 4 kills. And here is now Genji's chance to respond. They looked really dangerous in the first round. I expect them to look even more dangerous here with their first full buy of the match.
In Indeed, with a few Spectres sitting on Recon 5 side, and a bit of light armor for Carly. Just look at Carly's Phantom there. She's got that Nerf gun. I haven't seen that wrap before, the red wrap. Looks absolutely awesome. Is this going to be a gift of a round here for the likes of Gen G Team Bumble?
If I'm Verdi, I'm certainly hunting the Lego or Nerf Phantom, looking for that skin upgrade. We'll see. Waltz here with a great recon drone, able to spot out Tyree. She's forced to back away from that position. You can see already the adjustments coming in for Genji, and Lily catches T-Dog sleeping, shoots him in the back. The opening kill going over to the side of Genji, and now Recon 5. They have got to make a play, but they're so spread out across the map. This play is simply not working. Carly takes down Verdi, the spike now being picked up by Waltz, but with only 3 members of the attack remaining, there is not much in it here. We'll see if Evil can get some work done. Carly peeks him. That's the kill going over to Genji. This is a near flawless round thus far. 1 kill away from picking up a flawless round. 1-1 on both sides for the flawless rounds thus far.
Carly not just having that parcel, that present of a Phantom. Her presence has been phenomenal in this round, starting things off early. All the abilities, not even really needed to use them. Somebody flashes available. Carly's like, you know what? Don't need it.
Yeah, a bit of a wasted bonus round there for the side of Recon 5 here. They will be able to full buy, of course, completely saving in that previous round, not really adding to the arsenal. They do, all 5 members picking up the sets of full armor there. 3 Phantoms. 3 Phantoms there going over to the side of Recon 5, but they've been officially put on notice by that round from Gen G. They're going to have to really clean it up here. That spread offense approach simply did not work for Recon 5.
It didn't. You saw what they're trying to do. You're trying to get that mid control, trying to get a few picks and such. But yeah, it's not going to work against the likes of a team like Team Bumble. Fault line being used. One coming in from Verti. Can Carly go back in for the trade though?
Verdi's just gonna hop, skip, and jump on out of there. Got the kill. That's job done for Verdi here. The opening kill going over to the attackers. This time around, representing a change from the previous round. Stephanie forced to back away from that mid position, but finds a great deal of intel for her team. See if Gen G can capitalize on this, but as we saw with Recon 5 in the previous round, now Gen G, they're awfully spread out across the map. See if Recon 5 can start picking them apart here. And Verdi takes down Tyree. That is bad news for the defenders.
Verdi, low HP, picked up 2, and really has to find the round so far as Raze. You talked about Raze. Been almost a questionable agent. J-Ben taking out Hannah as well, the opposite KJ removed, and it's good at 5 versus 2. So things looking less than shiny here for the likes of Gen G Team Bumble.
Yeah, solid flash from Carly, unable to capitalize though. Verdi simply too aware, leaving Stephanie here in the 1v5. Gets caught looking the wrong way across the street, and Waltz picks up the kill on the rival Sova. These teams trading flawless rounds back and forth. It's knockout punches here already in the early stages of this first group stage match. And I'm so glad we talked about Verdi before this match got started. 7-2-1 on the Raze, as you said, which hasn't been the most favored pickup for anyone here across any of the competitions, certainly becoming more of a niche character. But I'm a bit confused by that because as Verdi is showing, Raze has a lot of power, a lot of potential, being made the most of it here. Verdi's already finding big opening damage.
That's massive opening damage. Doesn't even see an opponent, but sprays through and able to get the damage through as well. Talking of Raze, on topic of here, as Verti trying to get this frag, and oh my goodness, so much damage inflicted on Jet. That's worrisome to start things off. Raze, they sound cute if you weren't too sure for the most recent patch. Those satchels are making it a lot more obvious that you're coming through, less VFX, less visuals on the showstopper as well. So yeah, really, if you're a Raze main, bit of the back foot, and I myself as a Raze main, most certainly respect to Verti here, putting it to us.
Here comes the showstopper. Blind fires, takes out Carly. The snipe coming in from Verti. That is excellent from the Raze extraordinaire. And now look, Recon 5 seizing the moment, taking over B site here. Gen G have got to regroup. They've got to recollect themselves. for now a 4-on-5 retake. The health bar there for Lily looking rough, but she takes the fight to Waltz anyways, finding damage, but here comes Verdi. Verdi looking to finish the job, takes the head off of Lily. Jabin takes down Hannah on site. 2 members for Gen G remaining. Make it 1. Verdi absolutely slaughtering the opposition today in the group stage.
He just is. Verti's coming through. In his individual performance, he's literally strutting his stuff around the map. It's like a catwalk. It's like a catwalk model, just strutting his stuff, the music in the background, and already at 10 frags, bud. 10 frags, Woo. And we're only 6 rounds in.
Solid 2 kills around there for Verdi. Not too shabby. This is why we are so excited to have Verdi back within the ranks of the Valorant Sunday Showdown. This is what a high-powered fragger looks like. And it's not even, you said it yourself, it's individual performance. This is a rare case in point where tactics are not the difference between these two teams. It is simply the firepower that Verdi is bringing, setting the teams apart thus far.
The firepower, the game sense, and the advance already. So much confidence here from Verdi. And if that's something you need to see in a raise, you're seeing it all today here at the Vanguard Championship Series. Going to start things off, Recon 5, able to pick up a frag. Takes one of those defenders out already. The door's going to get close to Verdi, getting ground, getting territory. If it's risking everything here and taking site solo.
Yeah, see Gen G aggressively pushing up that B main corridor, but that's completely given away A site. There's the plant, and Verdi establishing so much real estate. Gen G can't even use this Heaven corridor to retake now. They've got to take Verdi head on. Can they do it? Verdi sends out the satchel, and now repositioning. They don't know where he's at. Doesn't matter. He's got backup in the form of Walt. Stephanie takes the head off of Evil, but that is a quick triple kill for the side of Recon 5. Walt getting in on the action, and now Recon 5 firmly in the driver's seat. They've set cruise control. They've got the AC set to just the right temperature, and they've got banging tunes on the stereo. 5-1, Recon 5 up here in the first half.
Don't forget the sunglasses as well. Get the sunscreen out. Maybe stop for an ice cream along the way, if you will. For the likes of Gen G Team Bumble, though, is it all but done yet for this best of one? Not at all. Still time to kind of do that reverse sweep, get a few rounds in the bag, and maybe it's taken up to this point. It takes about half the half, doesn't it, to get that understanding sometimes of, okay, what's Verdi doing? How can we counter that? And always, Verdi's gone for that orb. And talking of denial, that's something that perhaps Gen G could look into. That showstopper has been deadly in this position as well before. A lot of damage inflicted.
Verdi may know exactly where Hannah is hiding. Oh, and T-Dog finishes the job. The team kill coming in here on A site. And once again, Recon 5 able to move freely about the map. Verdi with his advance on Heaven once more takes down Stephanie Sir. Tare finally getting revenge, bringing us into this 3v4 retake situation as the spike counts down.
This is the best retake we've seen, the possibility of here for the likes of Gen G Team Bumble. Tare coming through potentially with that Cosmic Divide. You see it coming out, and this is where things are start getting spicy here. Good 180.
That is excellent there for Tyree, but Evil and Jabin stand tall, hold it down on A site. And while the danger may have been present for Recon 5, it was dealt with. And now Recon 5 once again sending Gen G back to an eco round. Be interesting to see. I think Gen G, they just need to get their confidence in place right now. They need to find those opening frags to remind themselves of what they are, of course, capable of, especially of. Be interested to see if we see the op going over to Lily to find those opening frags.
I was about to say, we've seen a lot of success. We did see success in that one round that's gone away with Gen G Team Bumble. Was that hyper aggression from Carly? Carly did a fantastic job holding off, I believe it was Verti, got a 2k, 3k, and we haven't really seen that presence since. And because of that, Verti's coming through like this. He's coming through, storming through Wine Cellar. Is he going to check it? No, he's not. Lily coming through with the Blade Storm. Evens the playing field just about. It's 4 versus 4.
Excellent adaptation from Gen G to deal with that Verdi push. We said Verdi had been freely capturing those ultimate orbs, building already 2 or 3 showstoppers. I've already lost count here. Yeah, I think it has been 3 showstoppers already. So Genji make the adaptation, punishing Verdi for that aggression. And now Evil finds a knife in the leg. Lily sending out the damage. There's the response. The Hunter's Fury coming in from Recon 5, trying to hunt down the members of Genji Team Bumble. But as the clock ticks down to 45 seconds, it's all even here.
Lily got that cubby position on Catwalk as well, sneaking past that astral cover there. And, that's going to be a good start and continuation for them. 30 seconds. The pressure is going to be all on Recon 5 now.
Excellent. And that's the exact kind of kill I was talking about. Stephanie Sayre taking the head off of Evil there. That's exactly what Genji Team Bumble need to get themselves going. And now, look at this prime positioning for Hannah. Hannah finds the damage. So close to finding the kill. Oh, so close to finishing off T-Dog. Meanwhile, Lily takes down Waltz on the backside. It's 2v2 as the spike goes down.
Such a difficult position for Hannah there. Sheriff taking on the Vandals, the Phantoms, the fully kitted Recon 5. It is going to be this 2 versus 2. It's so doable here, and this would be massive. Massive if Genji can take this one. Going for the second as well. And that is what dreams are made of, to get this dream back alive. 6-2.
What a double kill there from Tyree. Excellent push there. The confidence there to just peek around the corner. That is exactly what is required when you're facing off against a team like Recon 5. And now, Genji, this is a properly big opportunity for them to stunt the momentum that Recon 5 has been rolling with almost no stop here thus far.
Most certainly. You've also got to look up at the top there. If you're not familiar with it, we'll familiarize yourself right now as a player, a caster, spectator. There's 3 ults available. 3 ults for Genji Team Bumble. If they were to utilize those and start putting those into their gameplay here, I believe we could see an even half. Are they going to use it? Time will tell.
Absolutely. The half is far from over here. Genji Team Bumble, with a large opportunity. Lily so aggressive here, challenging Verdi, but Verdi wins out. But Carly finds the revenge. The kills go 1 for 1 still. 3 ultimates on the board for Genji Team Bumble, especially that lockdown and Rolling Thunder combo could be the key for them to keep their positive momentum going. Meanwhile, Jabin on the B side of the map, getting rather aggressive through B corridor. Spots Stephanie, spots a bit of damage as well. Oh, now the bullets being traded. Stephanie found the headshot, but Jabin found the kill. Now, only 3 defenders remaining, and they are spread all across the map.
They really, really are. The defense is spread thin at this point. 50 seconds. We've seen those last-minute pushes have been pretty darn effective here from Recon 5. Carly done an amazing job of holding the fort there. Not able to hold it against multiple tangos, though. 3 versus 2. 6-2's the score. These are rounds, really. Genji, they need these.
Jabin on the flank as well. If Genji can find this fight early now, with this lockdown, they need to start pushing here. This is now a 2v2 on site. The attackers, meanwhile, Jabin has been able to get back within range and puts down the rival lockdown here. This is a dance of lockdowns. Both teams trying to play around each other as the spike counts down.
And the post-plant nanoswarms putting onto the spike as well, trying to get rid of as many of those as possible. This is going to have to be a hard stick here for Hannah. Hannah almost get the spray transfer. Not sure if time would have been on her side, though. Jabin barely escaping with a Phantom in hand. 7-2, and this half is starting to slip away from Genji Team Bumble.
Absolutely. Recon 5 now have secured their lead going into the second half. But I will say it was a dangerous game that Recon 5 were playing, especially in that post-plant situation. Jabin was so far out when that spike gone down. Genji were very near to having just the 2v2 that they wanted on site, with Jabin almost completely out of the picture. Luckily for Recon 5, it came together, and so did Lily, taking the head off of Verdi. The kills go 1 for 1 as T-Dog takes the peak, but that is exactly the kind of kills we want to see from Genji Team Bumble.
I'm loving this. They're really putting pressure all on Verdi. They're like, okay, Verdi's pushing. We are doing everything. All of our power is going towards taking out the server. As they do that, they're starting to even things out. A bit of a carry coming in from Verdi. You can't ignore it. 15-6 right now. And that is a target they've looked to remove early on within that first 30 seconds for the past few rounds. So don't discredit some singling out of a player there. Oh no, Evo, what a shot.
Big flick from Evil and that confidence from the Jet to establish so much territory in the mid corridor. Understanding where Gen G are at in terms of their equipment, Evil is going to be happy to take that fight every single time. Now the spike goes down. It is 3v4 and 3 ultimates on the board here for Gen G, but I have to imagine they may want to hold on to these, maybe pull the trigger on the Hunter's Fury to find some damage, make this a bit easier. But meanwhile, Walt going on a tear gets taken out by Carly. The headshot coming through, so still manageable situation here for Gen G. Evil on this peak could be devastating. Finds the triple kill. Evil completely diffusing the defense.
Headshot, headshot, headshot. So that sounds like I'm screaming from Team Liquid there. So many headshots, and that really has defined the half that we've seen from Recon 5. Look at the scoreboard there. Look at the scoreboard. Everyone is a positive KDR right now, and that spells a story of what we've seen in this server. When you look over to the side of Gen G Team Bumble, they've all been fragging out. It's just a matter of Verti. He's been at 2 OP this half.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have to say credit to Gen G as well, making the adaptation to where Verti was playing on the map. This is, I actually think, the first time in 10 rounds that we see Verti on the B side of the map. And that's simply from the pressure that Gen G has been applying on the A side that Verti felt he needed to mix it up. And this mix-up now sends all of Recon 5 through the mid corridor over to B. And it's Verti. Who else would it be? Finding the opening kill. Carly does find the trade once more. 4v4 here to Ray and Carly. That's a dangerous crossfire, but they back away as Recon 5 advance. This could be the rug being pulled out from under Gen G Team Bumble.
Oh, Carly, she's been omnipresent getting those entry frags and not able to double down. 3 versus 3 though, things looking even Steven. Potential for another round to be put on the scoreboard for Gen G Team Bumble. But Recon 5, they are so fast. Their velocity is immediate. They're right into sight.
Oh, wow. Oh, Hannah finds a big kill onto Waltz. This is absolutely massive here for Gen G to take this round now. 3v2. 2 ultimates, though, on the board here for Recon 5. Don't think they'll pull the trigger on either of them quite yet. Here comes the wall from Astra, and now Evil's going to have to reconsider their positioning. T-Dog gets pushed in on. Stephanie takes him down. That's the knives for Evil. That's the knives off the board. Stephanie, sir, picks up the 3K, and Gen G once again finding winning ways.
Stephanizer, I love that name. That is an epic name and an epic round.
I can read it in my head, and then as soon as my mouth goes to say it, it says something completely else. So, Stephanizer, please forgive me. I am just a lowly caster trying to do right by that excellent, excellent action provided by the Sova extraordinaire. Gen G so far in the first half showing some mega flashes of brilliance, now looking to combo those together.
I think truly in Valorant, that's when you know you've got a good roster on your hands. It doesn't matter about the final score. It's about the tenacity to go back for more, and more, and bring those new strats into play. We've seen nothing but that from Gen G Team Bumble, and I'm excited to see a lot more of them today, beyond today as well. Would be awesome as well. Does they pick up another round? They deserve it most certainly, and finish with that 8-4 half would be splendid. But this showstopper has been such a problem. It's been such a problem here for Recon 5.
Oh man, Verti though may have been stopped in his tracks. He's got to find a target sooner rather than later. Just sends it out blind and still finds damage on the Tyree. Excellent showstopper there from Verti. And look at all this position, but there's the operator for Lili. That's what we wanted to see, getting the snipe on David. Verti so close to finding the double kill, gets put down. Tyree on the double kill here. Only 2 members of Recon 5 remaining. Evil needs to make this push work. Takes down Carly now into a 2v2 as the spike counts down.
Evo, just unfair, the spray through the astral cover. Hannah is going to be able to get 1 frag, and that's going to be crucial. Waltz, the last lonely survivor, and Teray coming through with an awesome 3K. I believe that's the second 3K Teray's had this half, and 8-4. That is an excellent finish for Gen G Team Bumble, considering how this half started. Well played.
Very exciting from Teray. Very much holding it down for Gen G in that first half. Very much the difference maker in almost all of those winning rounds for Gen G. And now they can say they've got themselves in a much more positive space than where they were at midway through the first half. This is a much more manageable spot for them momentum-wise. So they've taken 3 of the last 5 rounds, and now it's not Gen G who are feeling forced to make the adaptations. It's Recon 5 being sent over to the defense side. They don't have that same momentum they are cruising with forward, and if they don't find that momentum again, Gen G will very quickly even the tides here in the second half.
Oh yeah, Gen G have got no problem at all, just swooping in there and scooping up that lead. And I can see that narrative being sown very, very shortly if they're able to get off to a good start here. Pierced around is ever so important when you're on that back foot, an 8-4 scoreline. Pierced around, you got to snag it.
Very much a do or die round for Gen G Team Bumble here, setting themselves up on a site, or at least making it look like they want to set themselves on a site, but they are so spread out across the map. They haven't put their eggs in any one basket quite yet, looking to find a winning trade before they make those big decisions. Steffenizer, oh, evil, takes a little 6-bit of damage there. Now, that prompts a bit of shift from the side of Recon 5. Is this too premature, Cuppa?
That's forcing the full rotate. And if that was maybe the plan here of Gen G Team Bumble, well, everything is going to plan, and everyone loves when a plan comes together, putting down the bot, trying to get a bit of intel, a bit of extra cover fire, but this rotation, this could be a big problem.
It was the double bluff from Gen G. They baited Recon 5 into a half rotate there, and Recon 5 thought, oh, this is a bit too early, we've got to go on back over to A. But meanwhile, Gen G have completely stacked B site. They've got the numbers here, they've got the advantage. Can they find the site? Waltz gets the kill onto Lily, gets traded out by Steffenizer. Now just Evil waiting for reinforcements, brought down to 19 HP. The clock is ticking down, the spike is going down. Evil now trying to get the retake.
The paint shells!
With the paint shells! And the Ghost finds the triple kill. Gen G absolutely decimated on B site by Verdi.
Bro, that nade, that paint shells, the cans just falling from the sky like it was raining, and it was raining pain for the likes of Gen G. Before it happened, the 2 frags were imminent to be, as the placement of those paint shells was a clip, and Verti pausing for a moment, maybe clipping that and saying, oh, that's one to watch back later.
Verdi is just taking a second to post that on Twitter real quick, and you would, wouldn't you, if you picked up a quick double kill with the paint shells. I don't feel I could react big enough to do that paint shells justice. That was absolutely mega from Verdi, and goodness gracious, we said that was a do or die round for the likes of Gen G. Unfortunately for them, it was on the die side of things, and really it was all down to Verdi once more. The half, the sides, they may change, but Verdi stays the same.
Verdi stays the same, consistent variable, getting that 3K in pistol and 20 frags. And just to define the difference in the server right now, that is double. That is double the KDR, the kill-death ratio, if you're not sure of that abbreviation, of anyone in the server. Do forgive us, get back to business in just one moment here, just taking a quick pause at the Vanguard Championship Series. And welcome, if you just joined us, still early days on your Sunday. Plenty more Vanguard action coming up, and I hope you are ready for plenty of frags. Times are ticking right now. Gen G Team Bumble, they're down a wee bit against the likes of Recon 5. Recon 5, that CSGO experience within their org, and Gen G, you know all about them. See some excellent frags from both sides, and Pierced around going the way of the likes of Recon 5. It's going to be pretty difficult for Gen G to get themselves back into this one.
Well, especially if T-Dog is putting himself right here, ready for a fight, sends out the paranoia here. Doesn't peek it though, actually backs away, and I think that was the exact right call from T-Dog, because look at Verdi coming in with the backstab. Oh my goodness, Verdi, the aggression paying off in spades. Finds the double kill. Evil there to back him up. It is all in shambles for the attacking side, and it was all down to the aggression from Verdi, pushing up that A main corridor with all kinds of confidence, able to bring in the flank, able to bring in the backstab, pulling the rug out from under Gen G Team Bumble, excuse me.
Gen G Team Bumble made an excellent organized play there, and we've seen that all game long. It's not been a lack of organization, it's not been a lack of call outs or a lack of plays. They are just being out played by one player individually. It is Versi. He's having a cracking game here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 30 bomb. The showstopper immediately coming through. He's doing no damage on this attack, though. I think that's the first showstopper that's not inflicted any damage.
That was a bit of an all-in from Verdi. If Gen G were going B, that was maybe a triple kill, but they went A. Unfortunately for Verdi, he won't be adding to his already monumental kill tally. Who will be adding to their kill tally is Jabin, picking up the double kill. Carly trying to find some revenge, and finds the double kill here. Recon 5 not out of the woods quite yet in this 15th round.
I see Carly. I think Carly, and yeah, she's got the eyes for the targets right now in this 2 versus 2. If they were able to transfer this round into a dub, this would be big. But all the presents and wine cellar, it's looking pretty iffy here.
Oh, T-Dog.
Oh, no.
I can't. I couldn't speak during that moment. I couldn't speak. That was heartless from T-Dog. Absolutely savage with the literal backstab. I almost feel silly for calling Verdi's last play a backstab. That was a real backstab. T-Dog taking his sweet old time, finding the backstab there on Hannah. Absolutely ruthless from the side of Recon 5.
Yeah, getting themselves gassed up nice and early in the group stages, and that's the way to do it, isn't it? You come through with that vigoring force, and you're not going to stop until you get right to the top and see yourself up in the final here. 11-4, Recon 5, you can see they envision themselves in the finals right now. Gen G Team Bumble really need to bring their A game to the server right now. Playing against the likes of Vertsu, though, but what can you do?
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw it in the first half from Gen G Team Bumble. They are able to make the adjustments here to deal with Verdi, but they've got to make that adjustment once again, and it's a bit too little too late. Verdi already popping off in this round. Yet another multi-kill. I simply cannot count high enough to count all of the multi-kills Verdi has put together in this match. It's 12-4, Recon 5 on match point.
I just want to point out there, Vertsi, as a Raze, you don't have any smokes, but he used a cloudburst as a one-way smoke to peek the opponent and picks off 2 with that as well. So if you're ever finding, oh, we've got no smokes on our team, well, use that cloudburst. You're seeing it here first at the Valorant Sunday Showdown. Verti putting it to us, and 25 frags strong, 25 in 10, still going the strongest in the server, and heading towards potentially the MVP for this first matchup.
Here comes a big play from the side of Gen G. The Rolling Thunder pushing its way through B site. That leaves Waltz all on his lonesome, gets taken out by Lily. But here comes the cavalry. Verdi takes down Lily. Jabin takes the head off of Carly. And now, look how spread Gen G are. Oh my goodness, they're just getting picked apart by the defense. It's just Hannah to try and keep Gen G alive. She cannot do so. Jabin picks up the triple kill. Recon 5 take the victory after a stunner on Ascent.
That really was the stone cold stunner, wasn't it? If you're a wrestling fan, you get that reference. If not, it was definitely something to wake you up as a spectator, as a gamer. What a game. Look at that combat score as well, my man. 441. The closest was 209.
Wow. I mean, I struggle to remember a combat score over 400, let alone well into 440. Absolutely exemplary from the side of Verdi. And this is why, guys. This is why when this match got started, we were saying, oh my gosh, it's Verdi. We're so excited to see him, because that's the kind of show Verdi will put on for us here today. Definitely keep an eye on Recon 5 throughout the rest of the day. They will certainly be looking to put on more firecracking shows like that, as we now will be taking a look at our MVP of the match. Who else?
Of course.
It's going to be Verdi. 26, 10, and 6 there. 441 on the combat score. Simply unmatched.
All puns intended. I'm curious to see if Verti's going to be a showstopper throughout the entirety of this Sunday. Starting off in the Raze, and we talked of it early on, I think in the pick of agents, of that's odd, a Raze with this meta. And there's been recent complaints in the community of, hey, what's happening with Raze? My Raze, I can't use Raze anymore. Flights is definitely still using Raze. And Verti, well, he's been watching some flights on YouTube from that T1 roster, picking up those moves. And we talked of how many showstoppers we saw. I think in gross total, there's 5 or 6 showstoppers and a 13-4 victory. You need to say no more.
Absolutely. Mega stuff from Verdi. It was so good. I don't even know what to say about it. There is simply nothing to describe how exemplary that performance is. Now, the tough question for Recon 5 is maintaining that high level of competition
Right.
throughout all of today. That was just the first game. We have got many more in store for you here today. We will be right back with our second match of the group stage here today. Stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it.